Violence, as much as it's not the answer, it's also rules for survival. The places that I come from, like, you ain't got a choice, my nigga. You either gotta fight for yours or you're gonna be fucked up. The city is small, your hood is smaller. So if niggas know that you got robbed up the block, niggas is gonna keep trying. If there's anything that I wanna tell niggas right now, is that the streets don't love you, my nigga. They never will, they never did, my nigga. The name is Deebo Dioso. I am a hip hop artist. For some reason, people think I'm actually a bum because of a bum video I did, which is kind of interesting. So I have a situation. It's actually about my uncle, may he rest in peace. I don't think a lot of people heard this story. He actually told me not to tell my mom what happened because I think my mom was gonna like come at this nigga type shit. But I had to be like eight or seven, one of those, 8 or 7, and I was in his crib for the weekend, but one of the days, I think it was Saturday, we went out to go play ball. I think when you in New York and you there playing ball, like the last thing you want to hear is a nigga come like, yo, bro, let me get a shot, bro, let me get, you don't want to hear that. So me being the age I was, I didn't really know better. So I'm like, fuck it, let me get this nigga the ball. I gave him the ball. And now these niggas is running a full court with the ball. Like, these niggas is dead playing with the ball, and I'm just on the side. Now, I'm not making it a big deal, but in my head, I know how my uncle is. And I'm like, yo, if this nigga sees that they playing the ball without me, he's gonna be tight. So I'm like, all right, we here, my nigga. So I'm just chilling. You know, I'm on the side, I'm chilling. And I just hear this nigga's voice. Like, he just had one of them, like, real distinctive voices. Like, he's just like, yo, what the fuck is going on over here? So I'm like, So the nigga goes inside the basketball court. And he's like, yo, you're not playing? You got next? I'm like, nah, they've been playing for a little while, you know, whatever. Like, and so the nigga goes to the group of kids. It's like a good, like, 8 of them. And this nigga goes to them like, yo, who asked for the ball? And like the kid who asked for it, like, you know, then like nigga put his hand up. So he's like, yo, D, come here. So I'm like, yo, I don't know what's about to happen, but we here. We got there. He said, yo, you fighting this little nigga for the ball. If not, then you fighting me. I'm like, yo, I'm there chilling. Like, nigga, I already found like some sticks I could play with. Like, I already had my shit set up. Like, I was already good. Like, I was chilling. I'm like, oh man. So I fought the nigga, and I had like a busted lip or whatever. But like the nigga gave me the ball back, and then that was pretty much it. And I'm just there with a busted lip. He's like, yo, don't tell your mother nothing. I just say you fell or some shit. And they said something along the lines like of like, yeah, you got your ball back though, right? You got your motherfucking ball back. That's all that matters, my nigga. I'm like, we here, we dead here. My nigga, I'm hurt, but we here. I didn't get it. Like, I got like a million stories of this nigga, but he's just an interesting character because it's like he's like the most gangster nigga, but he is like, He introduced me to like video games and comics and anime. Like, this nigga was just an interesting character. Like, the older I got, the more I realized how much we had in common. It's just crazy. Like, this nigga put me on to everything, my nigga. He put me on to Tekken, which is my favorite game now. Time Crisis, like the shit that's in like the arcade, the shit where you gotta step and you gotta reload. Yeah, he had that in his house. Like, that's how crazy it was. Nigga used to be in his crib pressing and shooting and shit. Niggas was going in, and then like nigga put me on the Dragon Ball Z, like all that. Like, he was a super, like he was on top of it. But once he stepped foot outside, this nigga was a problem. Like, niggas ain't want no smoke. Like, this nigga was that nigga. Like, it was crazy, yo. This nigga different, bro. That's why, like, I be getting tight, like, when niggas have, like, these negative things to say about, like, people who play with games and shit like that. Because you don't know these niggas, like, backgrounds. Like, because, like, there's niggas, like, who play games and, like, all that nerd shit, but they will dead smack the shit out you. Like, you dead gotta be careful. And, like, now in this day and age, like, a lot of these niggas is getting clipped. Like, I think he came in the era where like, the comic books was kind of, like, new. You know what I mean? Because I think, you know, because my dad, he had a whole case of comic books himself. So I feel like just the people like who was like around for the 60s, like when they saw like Spider-Man and Superman for the first time, I feel like these niggas was like, yo, this shit is lit type shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so like a lot of people hopped on the wave, a lot of people didn't, but I think he was one of those people that was just generally into this shit, despite how many niggas he would smack the shit out of before he went home. So it's crazy. Like, this nigga just different. Like, he heard me rap when I was young. When I first started rapping, I felt like a lot of people in the family wasn't with it. Mainly my parents. Like, they was like, well, like my mom was here, but it was like, and then my dad just wasn't with it type shit. So it felt like, you know, because everybody was waiting for me to be like a lawyer or a doctor, you know, like the usual, you know, whatever. But my uncle was one of the first people to be like, yo, whatever you feel like doing, do that shit. But with a fucking blunt in his hand. This nigga's crazy, son.
So he was smoking weed before that shit was popping.
Oh, of course. Like niggas been up on all that. This nigga been up on all that. Like this nigga was like a super breed, I'm telling you. Like he was into so much and he was a genius. Like it's crazy. This nigga was so intelligent, bro. Like we used to have, that's another thing that we used to bond on, like just like those intellectual conversations about like I remember when we was in my grandmother's house one time, and we was having an argument about 2012, because I remember when the year 2012 was supposed to be a big thing. Now mind you, he passed away in 09, I want to say 09 or 010. I think it was 09, but at that time we was having these 2012 conversations, because them 2012 rumors started like early, like, so we used to have like debates, like, because he thought, yo, at 2012 the world is done, my nigga. I'm like, yo, how can you really like prove that? He's like, nah, all the scientists said it, I ain't trying to hear nothing. And then, but like the way he'll break it down would make you believe it though, like, you know what I'm saying? So this nigga's just a super breed, bro. This shit is crazy. But he was mad cool though, like, you know what I mean? Like he was one of them niggas that you always felt safe around him, and you always felt like, yo, you could have like a genuine like good time just chilling with this nigga, like, cause he was into so many things, like you would never get bored with this nigga. Like this nigga used to come to my house like every other Thursday or so, cause he would come, I guess like to check up on my mom or something like that. But sometimes my mom won't be home, so he'll come home early and it'll just be me and him, and niggas is playing Tekken and we just chilling, and he drinking his 40 and we just cooling. Like shit just be, niggas just used to vibe. That might have been my first fight, like, you know what I mean? Cause I didn't really have a reason to fight with nobody. You know, just like a deeper meaning. Like a lot of times we all have our passive times where we just let shit slide and all that. And there's times where, you know, you got to turn it up a little bit. Like, you know what I mean? So he was the perfect nigga to like know the difference between the two, when and when not to do certain shit. But I feel like in his head, he knew that was like a lesson that I had to learn early. Like fight when you have to, but you know.
But now, if somebody took your ball on the court, what would happen if someone was like, yo, let me see your ball?
Nah, it's different. Like, see now, now it's different. Like, cause now niggas will try to get a shot off, and then like, you know, like the niggas will hold their word, like. Cause I'm not like an asshole. Like a nigga asked me for the ball. Nah, nigga, what's up, nigga? You gotta fight for it, nigga. I'm not like that, but it's like, you know, just like if a nigga take a couple more shots than he said he was going to, I'm gonna stop there. Yo, what's up, man? You there chilling, my nigga? You there living, my nigga? What's up, my nigga? I'm there here. Let me tell you something. I actually have another story, right? But this time I didn't fight for it, right? And I don't even know why. I think every nigga has a moment where they like get a little bitched up.
Everybody talks about fight or flight, but nobody talks about freeze. And freeze is something that biologically happens in humans, or you even see it in possums when they play dead on the side of the road. It's like when you see a predator, you have to your nervous system has to decide very quickly on what is going to keep you alive. Not what's going to protect your ego, not what's going to make you feel good later on, but what's going to keep you alive at this very moment. Even if you living through trauma for the rest of your life, it still prioritizes your heart beating at that second. It's a beautifully disgusting thing.
Yo, it was a situation. I was in middle school, my nigga. And middle school was probably the craziest years of my life. That's when I probably fought the most. But my middle school was 7th and 8th, but it was 2 schools in one. So I don't even know what the fuck I was thinking. I don't even know what my mom was thinking. She got me this PR flag chain that spins, my nigga. That shit was like $10. But that shit was fire, nigga. That shit spin, nigga. Remember when the spinning shit was just the wave, my nigga. Nigga, I was in school with my shit, like, nigga, what's up, nigga? I had my shit spinning. Nigga, every time I saw a female, nigga, I was just like, nigga, what's up, nigga? We here. But the crazy shit is, one of the kids from the older grade, cause I was in the 7th grade. Some kid from the 8th grade, this nigga was a super senior, cause this nigga looked like an adult. This nigga was like, yo, let me hold that chain, bro. I'm like, nah, my nigga, I'm here. Like, nah, I'm there rocking my shit, my nigga, I'm chilling. It's like, yo, let me hold the chain, bro. Why you acting like that, bro? I'm like, yo. I'm like, all right, hold it, my nigga. Just give it back at the end of the day type shit. So I did see this nigga at the end of the day. You know, he's still rocking my shit. This nigga not even Puerto Rican. That's why I'm tight. Like, my nigga, you dead going mad hard. This nigga trying to rock a PR chain. I'm like, all right, we here, my nigga. So at the end of the day, I see him. I'm like, yo, what's up? Yo, let me get my chain. He like, nah, man, I'm dead. I'm dead. Wait, what? I didn't need my shit, bro. I didn't understand what's happening right now. He's like, nah, you did not get in his back. Long story short, that might have been the last time I seen that nigga. I ain't gonna lie. I have not seen that nigga since then, bro. But I didn't fight for it. I didn't do nothing. But after the situation, like you said, with the uncle shit, that shit definitely popped in my head. Like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? My nigga, you serious? So, like, I had to tell my mom that I lost it. She was tight. Even though it was just $10, but she was wild tight. Those situations replay in your head over and over again, my nigga. And you always feel like, yo, if I would have just punched this nigga in his mouth, my nigga, it would have been a wrap, my nigga. But I'm one of those people, like, I like overthink shit sometimes. And when I overthink while the situation is happening, sometimes I just won't do nothing. Like, I'll just end up standing there, like, yo. And that's exactly what that situation was. When he was like, nah, I was just so, like, thinking mad shit. Like, yo, if I hit this nigga, will the other 5 niggas he with start stomping me up? Like, shit just start going. I'm like, alright, we here, my nigga. But guarantee that shit never happen to me again, my nigga. That shit. First and last time, I did learn a lot in middle school, and I did. Niggas started getting clapped, my nigga. You super wildin', my nigga, and I'm dead smacking you if you keep pushing it, my nigga. I promise you, like, it's just levels, like, you know what I mean? It's so much, my nigga. So much of that shit, my nigga.
Yo, remember that time when we were sitting down and some nigga was like, you dropped the keys?
Bro, this nigga was about to get lifted to another world, bro. Me and this nigga Jeffrey was waiting in front of my mom's crib. I don't even remember what we was sitting there for. I don't know if that might have been after my way. Just chilling in the front. See, cause the thing with my mom's block is mad K2 heads there. So niggas just be off, my nigga. And it's this one big, massive looking nigga, bro. Some tall black nigga. And this nigga came by and this nigga said some shit at first. I don't remember what he said.
Because I dropped my keys in the...
Yeah, you dropped your keys inside of the little gate shit. Yeah, then this nigga was like, yo, you dropped your keys? And then, I don't know, then this nigga pulled out his wallet to try to show us that he was a cop. But he wasn't a cop. It was just a crusty ass ID. Like, I was just like, wait, what's happening? And then he did it quick too. Like, he was just like, all right, my nigga, we here. So it was just the pressure, just him being mad close and like him talking. I'm just like, yo, you they gotta. And at first I was like, yo, you they gotta, you they gotta back up. We here. I didn't feel you, my nigga. I didn't feel it, my nigga. But he kept, my nigga. I was there, yo, Jay, let me just hold my stuff just in case, my nigga. This nigga get close and I was there, bro, you gotta go, my nigga. Like, I'm like, yo, bro, you they gotta go, my nigga, cause we dead not doing this. We did not. I was about to flip that nigga's wig, my nigga. I promise you. That shit got me super tight. This nigga was huge, so it wasn't like he was just like some little nigga. Like, I was threatened just him being that close and like, yo, what you... Like, he was just trying to get involved. And I'm like, yo, like, back up. And then, you know, like, the thing with me is like, you know, because there's levels. Like, there's niggas in the hood that I was friends with that, like, them niggas just gotta switch. Like, that's it. Them niggas are just boom, and that's it. Like, it's that wartime, my nigga. But then it's people like me, like, who's more calm with it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna hit you with the, you know, we here. Let's, you know, back up. Let's try to, you know what I mean? But after a few times, it's like, all right, this nigga's not listening. Now I gotta start hitting niggas with the, all right, if you don't move, I did have hands that work, my nigga. Them shits work overtime, my nigga. You gotta chill out. Cause this shit is crazy. Bro, I'm not with it. Like, nowadays, like, I mean, cause violence is just a whole nother section of just shit that niggas gotta go through every day. Like, I ain't never shoot nobody. I ain't never shoot at nobody. I ain't never do none of that. Like, my shits was just all, like, fighting in the street type shit. To a certain extent, I can understand what they're trying to say as far as violence not being the answer, but I think violence, like, as much as it's not the answer, it's also rules for survival. Because sometimes you just ain't got a choice, my nigga. Like, just like the places that I come from, like, you ain't got a choice, my nigga. You either gotta fight for yours or you're gonna be fucked up. And the hood is a place where, like the city is small and your hood is smaller. So if niggas know that you got robbed up the block from your crib, niggas is gonna keep trying, like niggas is gonna keep trying you. And then if they see you, like, like niggas will walk with your mom and shit. Like, it's just all types of crazy shit that just be playing in my head, that if a nigga was to ever try some shit, like with my mom or something, because a nigga see me every day. So it's like, niggas got to start that foundation. Like, yo, I'm dead. Like, that nigga D, don't fuck with D. That nigga's crazy, my nigga. Like, you know what I mean? And it's just shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? Because I was always small and skinny. So I always had to act like I was angry, even though I was there probably like the happiest nigga, just chilling and just trying to vibe to my music. But I had to do that a lot. Like, again, like in middle school was just so crazy. Like, that was where like the majority of my violence happened at, was middle school. People was just fighting every day for no reason. Like, there was 2 schools in one, kids the same age. Niggas just started a war, like, like a school versus school. Niggas used to go inside of a bathroom that was to the other school, and if niggas from the other school came in and saw you, it was that problems. Like, shit was happening. Like, that's how crazy it was. School is the place where a lot of shit goes down. And then even if it don't happen in school, when them bells ring at 3 o'clock, my nigga, you know how many fights is going down outside of the school on the way home from school? Because from where I was at, a lot of niggas was walking down to 125th Street. Nigga, mad fights, mad shit happening down that block. Like, just mad shit in Harlem. And then, but it's worse because, Harlem is just Harlem, my nigga. So once niggas start seeing niggas fighting, some niggas might be from, like, the block that you ended up fighting in. So now you gotta watch out for them niggas trying to jump you type shit. Like, shit get crazy, son. Shit get crazy. I feel like the violent shit is trash. But sometimes you gotta let niggas know, man, I'm not doing this no more. I'm gonna be 1,000 with you. In elementary, I was super cheeks, my nigga. Like, I was giving niggas whatever they asked for, whatever. I ain't do nothing. Middle school was when that switch happened. like like a little bit after like the change situation. I was like, hold on, shit gotta start changing. And then all of a sudden, it was a couple niggas. I'm not gonna say no names, but it was a couple niggas that I got cool with, and I had no idea that they was in gangs type shit, and so we just ended up all being together, and just it was also me seeing the other side, because I was always the kid that was from the outside watching niggas like fight each other and do dumb shit, and I was just, like in elementary, if somebody asked me for my lunch money, I'll just give it and then whatever. I'm not really thinking much about it. But in middle school, I became a real asshole in middle school, because then you start feeling like the niggas who's running shit, if you cool with them niggas, you do whatever you want to do type shit, which is what I was doing. I just said, fuck it, man, I'm gonna just do whatever. Like, I was just out here. I want to move out because I don't want to live here no more. Not that I'm trying to like run from the hood. Of course, I love where I came from, but I just feel like I did my time already. Like, but so many times I could go and feel like I gotta put this face on so that niggas don't fuck with me type shit. Like, sometimes I just want to genuinely live life, man. I'm just trying to chill. Like, so I feel like I do want to move out, but I also want my kids to learn as fast as they can. Because I'm not trying to have my kids be on some dickhead shit and be on some asshole shit and on some spoiled shit too. Like, them niggas' hands is going to be up. And especially if they start acting up, we throwing the gloves on, I'm putting the beast on you. Because I want you to try to fight back with the gloves on, because that's how your hands is going to get up. And if you don't want me to hit you no more, then you got to move your head and you got to do this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to really put the gloves on, put the beast on you when you're acting up, my nigga. You want to be a man, put these gloves on. Let me show you what it feel like to be a man, my nigga. And simple as that, my nigga. I mean, of course, there's other ways that I have in mind, but...
So, like, being a man, do you feel like one of the definitions of those things is, like, being able to protect yourself?
Not just yourself, the family. Niggas was chilling, and I think we was in Webster Hall. And we fucking went to McDonald's afterwards, and we was chilling and shit. And so just some random nigga just punched this nigga in the like the face. Like, the nigga just hit Edwin. And Edwin started beating this shit out of him. And then, the niggas was holding him back. But for some reason, I just felt like that wasn't enough. Like, I just felt like, yo, like, why is this nigga hitting Edwin? I don't understand. Like, so something took over me. I was like, yo, come outside, my nigga. So I went outside. And the nigga didn't want to come outside at first. But the nigga had to come out eventually. He came out, as soon as his foot was outside of the doorway, my nigga, that nigga was there. That nigga was, I believe I can fly. That nigga was on the ground, bro. Shout out my nigga Bill, because as soon as I hit this nigga, right, this nigga hit the floor and Bill jumped on top of him on some Brock Lesnar shit and just started giving him like them small punches, them small shit. Man, I was like, oh shit. Like, as soon as he hit the floor, Bill was dead. Nigga, fuck out of here, nigga. That was a crazy time. That nigga Bossy's crazy too, but we here. You know what's crazy? It's like, I don't want to go into like too much detail about me and Abasi's past, because we used to do some shit. But I just always think it's crazy because, like, a lot of niggas see us as like these like real cool niggas. Like, yo, y'all niggas is cool, son. Like, which we are. We that cool niggas. But it's one of those like we had that same thing in common where it's like we like to protect niggas more than like just fight type shit. That stands for me mostly because Bossy is the nigga, like, he'll turn that switch on and now he's just in that mode where he just gotta fight. And I'm always the nigga that gotta, yo, Boss, chill, man. We here, my nigga, but chill. It's just so many situations. But it's like niggas don't understand, like, we that mad cool, but nigga, when you get us to that point, we that do shit and we know niggas. Like, we know niggas that know niggas. So it's like, for the most part, we just be chilling, my nigga. We just cooling, my nigga. I got robbed so many times, and I always feel like I like wish I could go back with the same mentality that I have now and just be on some shit, yo. Cause literally, like, me in middle school was dead ass to change. Like, me in 8th grade, shit was just hectic. Like, I was just like, shit was just getting crazy. Like, but 7th grade and down, I was there trying to be a nice kid. Like, I was there not trying to beef with nobody. I wasn't trying to do nothing, my nigga. But the niggas just get to a point where you just don't got a choice but to start fighting, or just start, like, you know, the niggas got to start maneuvering different, because being this nice kid in the hood ain't gonna work all the time, my nigga. And I was small, so niggas always started with me. I was always chilling. I was always into martial arts, though. Just like as a kid, I used to always watch Bruce Lee movies, Jackie Chan, all that shit. And there was a karate school that was on 107th, and my mom drove past there one day, and we looked inside, and she just put me in there, bro. Because when my brother was arrested, I think that's when me and my brother, Ito, started like feeling lost a little bit. My other brother, Robbie, was like the middleman. Like he was like the middleman between us two, because I was closer to him when I was growing up as a little kid. So when he got arrested, like, it was like us kind of feeling lost, and we just kind of got into our own things. I don't really know what was happening on Ito's side, but on my side, I was fighting more. I was getting more involved in like gang shit, because I didn't really have nobody like to really like look up to at the time. I was just doing shit, you know what I mean, trying to get involved. Like, I always felt like I had to be a part of a gang or a group to feel safe, just like you were saying earlier, like, you know what I mean? So I had to be a part of those, and a part of being a part of that was like fighting a lot, just for dumb shit and starting problems. I'm not proud of it, but you know, niggas had to jump niggas a few times and all that. It's just, that shit is trash now that I look back, of course. But so she got me into karate, and I guess she saw how good it was doing with me, so she put Ito in it as well, and then that just brought another life. And like, the karate shit made me realize the dumb shit that I was doing too. It was just like, what? I don't even know why I'm out here right now. I could just be home. I could be chilling. I could be playing my game. That's when the game shit started getting like real heavy for me. Like, you know, just like a lot of things just started changing after I took karate. Like, so I have one situation where I was a green belt, and this is actually something that happened in the street, right? This honestly didn't even have much to do with the dojo. But this situation made me realize that, yeah, like the streets don't love you. If there's anything that I want to tell niggas right now, is that the streets don't love you, my nigga. They never will. They never did, my nigga. And I'm going to tell you how. So I used to go to this program called the PAL, the Police Athletic League. I think it's still open. I'm not even sure. But the shit is in Harlem on Morningside. I used to be over there, and I used to go there for like a whole summer. I was just over there, and it was me. I'm not gonna say no names again, but it was me, and it was two other niggas that I was real close to, real close. I'm gonna call the first nigga I don't know, Yorkie, and the other nigga Shih Tzu, right? So Yorkie, right? Cause he a bitch ass nigga. So Yorkie, I was real close with, right? Shih Tzu, I was just cool with. So me and Shih Tzu was play fighting on the way home, right? And we had to walk down 125th. That, like, me on 125th has so many stories, it's crazy. So we had to walk down 125th. Me and Shih Tzu is fighting, right? But like, the niggas is play fighting type shit. And somehow we bump into like a group of niggas, right? But like, the shit was just by accident, not even like a hard bump, just like a small, like, you know, like, oh, you know, we're here, whatever, right? And then, right, so then we stopped and we just kept walking. Now again, it's me, Yorkie, and Shih Tzu. Niggas is walking, and I ended up being ahead of these niggas somehow. I don't know how, but I was just ahead of these niggas, right? And then I turned real quick, and I see Yorkie talking to the niggas that we bumped into. Now we like 2 blocks away already, so it's like these niggas is kind of following us. It was like a good 4 of them. At first, it was like 4 of them. So boom, right? Like niggas talking to them. So I'm like, like the niggas cool with these niggas, whatever. I'm not even thinking nothing of it. Like, so boom, niggas is walking, and I start seeing floods of niggas walking like on my side type shit. So I'm like, yo, I don't know what's happening, but we here. Cause
what street was this, if you want to say?
I want to say 125th. I'm trying to remember. This was Adam Clayton. So yeah, so like the niggas is walking next to me and they all looking at me like, and I'm kind of lost. I'm like, huh, what's, cause I've been jumped before, and I'm kind of getting that same feeling. I'm like, all right, cause what's playing in my mind is, but Yorkie knows these niggas, so I'm not really, whatever. I'm there, whatever. I'm chilling. So, niggas just walking, and then I don't know, shit just got weird. Like then the nigga Shih Tzu gets next to me. I'm like, yo, what's going on, bro? Like we dead here, my nigga, what's going on? And he was just saying something along the lines like, yo, man, I don't know, the nigga Yorkie saying some shit like how like how they feel like they gotta jump somebody because we bumped into him. I'm like, huh? That shit don't make no goddamn sense, I promise you. So, long story less long, they start letting me walk ahead. Like everybody stays back. Yorkie and Shih Tzu stay all the way back, and them niggas is walking directly behind me. So then I turn around on some shit. Like I did turn. I'm like, all right, what's happening? Like now I need to know what's going on. And some big nigga there, yo, my nigga. Right? I do not know this nigga from holding the wall, my nigga. My nigga was good, bro. Nigga gave me that. As soon as we let go, son, some nigga clapped my shit, bro. Boom, I did. Ran inside of the I don't remember what fucking store it was, but I just ran inside the store, and I was standing inside of the store like this, just waiting, and like the niggas was just all outside, and now I'm standing there because now I'm tight, and I'm like, also trying to see if like Yorkie and Shih Tzu is gonna do something, like, so I'm just standing there, and I'm waiting for niggas to come inside because I don't know what's gonna happen next, and I'm here, and then I start doing like that angry crying. I'm like, yo, these niggas, what's up? Like, whatever. Niggas never came inside. Niggas just left. And Yorkie and Shih Tzu is still standing there. So I go outside. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is up with y'all niggas right now? They was like, yo, it don't got nothing to do with us, man. I don't know what. Bro, when I tell you I put hands and feet on Yorkie, my nigga, it was a bad scene. But that situation made me realize that, like, the streets don't love you. Niggas that don't care about you, my nigga. Like, no matter how many times niggas that tell you, like, yo, like you there gotta hold it down for the block. Like, niggas got their own motives. Niggas got their own shit going on. Like, I don't trust none of them type shits, my nigga. I'm just chilling in my own corner, my nigga. So I feel like that also made me go back to the dojo and train 10 times harder, like, cause I was like, nah, my nigga. Because I was a green belt at the time. I had told my mom she was tight. She was like, you did in karate and you didn't even use your shit. Like, I'm like, ma, like, I'm did not, like, and the crazy shit that these niggas is bigger. Like, I always had to fight niggas that was bigger than me. Cause I was always a small nigga. Like, I was always smaller than my friends all the time. So it's like, nigga, these niggas was just huge. I was not going to Bruce Lee nobody that day, my nigga, I promise you. But that made me go back to the dojo and, like, really, really take it serious. Like, all right, let me stop the bullshit and me, like, train and really get on my shit. Like,
what do you think your uncle would have did in that situation? If that was if your uncle
nigga,
like, if you would have bumped into that nigga and he was, like, in the McDonald's or the store or whatever that you ran in, how you think he would have reacted?
them niggas would have, first of all, that nigga always had a weapon somewhere. Like, he was one of them niggas, he just always had something somewhere just in case. Like, he was one of them niggas. Like, so the niggas probably would have said, all right, let me see something real quick. Nigga would have went around the block. Nigga would have started airing shit out, my nigga. Like, that nigga was loose, bro. He was loose. Either that or he just would have started punching niggas in their shit. And that nigga was strong, my nigga. Like, he was strong arming niggas his whole life. So them little niggas would have been, them little niggas would have been light. And that's before the era where niggas was sensitive. Like now, like some shit like that happens now. Niggas is there going, oh, you can't hit little kids and all that. That nigga would have never cared. That nigga would have snuffed all them niggas with one punch. Just rest in peace to my uncle. I did love you, Benny Shung. I kind of wish he was here because, well, not kind of course I want him to be here, but just in terms of like all the games and like the comics and stuff that came out since then, I feel like he would have loved all these shits. Like, so it's just crazy. This nigga was just on it, bro. He just knew so much, bro. Like it almost felt like you had to always catch up to him. You know what I mean? And I feel like if he was still alive, he would have still been gaining knowledge. Like he was just always available. He just always had time to like look shit up. And like now with the internet, he would have been going crazy with this shit. The Nibru story is done. Follow me everywhere at Official Deebo. I got a new podcast called the I Ain't Talking Podcast on SoundCloud. Deebo Dioso, my nigga. Catch your boy, my nigga. We out here, my nigga.
Hold up. Before you go, if you are an artist that has a personal story to tell, make sure you contact us at thealmontefilms@gmail.com. If you would like to see more of The Nexus, consider contributing just $1 to our patreon.com/thealmontefilms. Every little bit helps, including you sharing this with a person that may need to hear this. Have a safe day, and I'll see you on the other side at The Nexus.
Only a few niggas I die for. Ruffers knocking on God's door. Fuck we calling these cops for. Nigga, they ain't the reason we here.
My right hand on this block.
I swear to God, ain't the reason we here. Yeah.
We on them niggas like my
Check. On my Deebo shit. A nigga tired of hearing that I go shit. Reppin' 3A on my trio shit. And cut niggas short on some chino shit. And the G's know all I hear is onomatopoeia. Show a little sign of gonorrhea. Sicker than the bitches really thinking that they fly by not a Leah. Niggas being bitches like the nigga Tyler got Medea. I ain't tryna shake your hand. Hating niggas ain't your mans. I do what I does, and it ain't no scam. Now they tellin' niggas they your fam. Oh man, these niggas up to no good. You be a young nigga making sure the bro's good. They say you know, chink shot in his own hood. And I'm another nigga writing in a notebook, so I don't look. YOLO, it's a blood sport on some bolo. This for them niggas on the low. Don't know jumping niggas on some pogo. A nigga can't keep holding what I can't maintain. It's when you getting pecked, but nigga egg ain't changed. So a motherfucker that be hating on the nigga, when I see him I'ma hit him with the bang bang bang, my nigga. It burns the more I think about it. You pussy niggas don't speak about it. No, time to make peace about it. Cause you pussy boy, we be about it, we I'm on one, I don't trust these niggas. I'm on one, I don't trust these niggas. Now that I'm on one, I don't trust these niggas. I'm on one, you can't trust these niggas, my nigga. What the fuck wrong with a nigga? Acting like they never get along with a nigga. Shitted on my mixtape, now they wanna do a song with a nigga. My nigga. Feeling like Denzel when this bitch out. They tryna get to your bread through a window. They treat me like bruh man from the 5th floor. They coming in like homie. I really like the way you flowing. Ever since high school you been growing. I mean look at all the places you going. But the one thing the whole team knows is I be only riding for my niggas. Tryna be surrounded by the realest. Y'all be thinking about the money feeding off the $1,000 dealers. Till our people dying and we been surrounded by the killers. God dang. Shouts to my Latinum niggas. All my Latin niggas going platinum niggas. Love to the black real niggas. They say we monkeys with banana clips that appeal niggas. Gotta never judge when he finna deal with us. They represent the warriors and they reveal niggas. Rest in peace of steel, but a nigga still with us. If it wasn't for the spirit, would they try to kill niggas like, what? Y'all niggas tripping like a Westbrook interview. I mean, where was the love when I hit rock bottom, but I blow when I'm supposed to remember you? Y'all make a nigga lose hope. What the fuck is y'all with a nigga too broke? What the fuck is y'all with a nigga lose folks? But wanna hit me up ASAP cause the nigga too dope. You motherfuckers is getting too close, don't cross that line. Picture everything I saw at 9. Kidding, I don't foreplay was 9 in 4th grade and 9 in 4 gauge across that spine, bitch, yup. If you wearing a vest, then your head and your neck is finna be DOA. I told you niggas we don't play. Swear to my mama I'ma be okay. She said, boy, y'all don't give a fuck about these niggas. I'm tryna see you clown these niggas. They really thinking they it. I'll be ready to pound these niggas. Swim with the sharks, so you better drown these niggas. Cause you can't keep holding what you can't maintain. Cause when you getting paper, nigga, everything change. So ain't motherfucker that been hating on the nigga. When you see him, better hit him with the bang, 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 my nigga.
It burns the more I think about it. You pussy niggas don't speak about it. No, 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 time to make peace about it. Cause you pussy boy, we be about it, we own. I'm on one, I don't trust these niggas. We own, nigga. I'm on one, I don't trust these niggas. We own. Now that I'm on one, I don't trust these niggas. We own, nigga. I'm on one, can't trust these niggas.